About lunchtime, I looked on BBC News on my phone and I saw a few sentences about Spalding shooting.
I missed a call, and then within maybe 30 seconds, my mobile started ringing. It was Ryan.
At the scene, officers found a deceased man along with 2 women who had received serious injuries. CPR was attempted on both women, but I'm sad to report that both women have subsequently died.
And then we spent the next few hours just talking to the police, waiting for phone calls to try and get confirmation of what happened. Yeah, within about maybe 3 hours of finding out, then we got the call saying it was them, and we got on planes and then we flew home.
Leaving was easier said than done, and so it wasn't until Luke and I were both earning that all of us could kind of pull our money together and get somewhere to move out to. He was planning on killing all of us weeks before we even moved out, so it wasn't the fact that we had left, and it turned out it's just because he was losing that control. As Luke and I were earning more, our mum was having more freedom. She was going and meeting friends and enjoying her life. So he was going to kill all of us regardless.
From very early on in the relationship, our mother never really enjoyed being with our father, so we found out after everything that had happened that our father was married before he met our mother, and we only found out 26 years later when our mother felt safe enough to tell us after she'd left.
Charlotte was, I think, struggling the last year or so. She tried to spend as much time as she could away when she was at university with her boyfriend, but it was definitely affecting her being at home. I think the biggest thing was just seeing how our mum was suffering and not being able to do anything to help.
Really, we all felt like there wasn't much that we could do, and it was more just trying to get our heads down and plan for years in the future.
We had no idea that we're in an abusive household, and I think for many people in that environment it's the same. They probably aren't aware, and yeah, hopefully our story can help kind of bring that out into the light so people can kind of see how it's not a life that people should live and how it should not be accepted as behaviours.
And people that think domestic abuse is about violence will get into the same trap that we did, and I think it's really important to understand that any action to control another human being as part of a pattern of behaviours is dangerous and illegal and coercive control, and that's what people need to look out for. We have a responsibility to obviously protect lives, but also to make sure that people's lives aren't wasted. And we're not afraid to talk about it, and given what's happened to us, we'd hope that other people won't be afraid to talk about it as well.
So I think that's the thing, if people can see that this is happening to other people, they need to speak up, because those in the situation either might not know or they might feel there's no way out.